Hey guys, so I got into the World Series for free. And I woke up this morning and I can't believe it. So I want to share the story with you guys because I think it's just insane. So I'm a big Dodger fan. We used to be season ticket holders at one point. I lived next to the stadium for 6 years. I've watched thousands of games on TV. Let's just say I'm your average die-hard Dodger fan. Trust me, I know there's so many of us out there. And that's why this story is so crazy, because we're all scrambling for tickets. We all want to go to the World Series. A day before the game, you know, we're on the websites, me and my buddies, we're all texting, trying to figure out how to get the least expensive seats just to get in, because at this point they're like $900, $1,000 just to get into the stadium. I'm just hitting refresh nonstop, looking at all the websites, and I go on the website, I hit refresh, and there's 4 tickets for top deck standing room only for $150. Now, like I said, tickets are $900, $1,000 right now. I click on the first 3 and it says error, sorry, sold out, whatever. I click on the 4th one, I hit purchase, and it says congratulations, you just bought a ticket to the World Series for $150. I'm insane, I can't believe it. I'm texting my boys like, yo, like hit refresh, maybe there'll be more. So I get the email with the like download your ticket. It says it's a parking pass. And I'm like, oh, that makes sense, you know. It's a parking pass, of course. I'll call them, I'll get my money back, and you know, back to square one, that's fine. So I call. And I'm like, I explained the situation, and she's like, okay, give me a second. She comes back, she's like, okay, I looked into it. What you bought is indeed a ticket to the game, and it comes with free parking. Okay, that's just, no, that's not right. So I told her, please double check, you know, like, I don't live near the stadium. She's like, yeah, no, it's guaranteed, it's a ticket to the game. So I'm like, I can't believe it. That is amazing already, all right? So I make plans. I haven't seen my mom in a while, so I make plans to have lunch with her. Like I said, we don't live in LA anymore, so I had to drive down. I'm driving down there, and about 20 minutes before I get to the restaurant to have lunch with my mom, I get a phone call from who I bought the tickets from. And they're like, sorry, what you purchased was indeed a parking pass, and there's nothing we can do about it. We canceled your order, and that's it. Devastated. I just can't believe it. I'm like almost in tears. I knew this was gonna happen. That's why I called immediately, let you guys know, and you know, I'm telling them the whole story, and they're like, I know, we're sorry. There was a mix-up. There's nothing we can do about it. Good luck. I'm in the funk. I'm depressed. I'm crushed. I feel nauseous. All the emotions you can think of, I'm going through that. And I haven't seen my mom in a while, so now I'm at a restaurant with my mom, and all I can think about how much this sucks. And so we're at this restaurant, and we're done eating, and it's about 100 degrees, so let's go to this other restaurant, Masad, down the street, grab a beer, and try to figure out what I'm gonna do. Should I stay, try to buy a last-minute ticket online? Should I try to buy from someone on the street? Should I just go home? I go back on the websites and I see that ticket prices are coming down a little bit. At that point, they were around $1,200. Now they're around $1,100, $950. I'm gonna try and call them one more time just to see if by some Hail Mary chance they're willing to get me a ticket. I go to pay, and I grab my phone. My mom's sitting there. I tell her, you know, I'm gonna call one more time. So I give the waitress my card to pay for the beers. And I grab my phone and I walk outside. And I'm walking outside, I'm on the I'm like, by your zip code. So I'm like, the zip code. And I see the waitress, she comes running outside. She's like, come right now. And she's like staring at me. She's like, come. So I'm on the phone, so I'm like, I'll call you back. And I'm like, something happened to my mom. She fell, she hurt herself. My card is declined, you know, like something terrible happened. And I walk in, and there's like a bunch of people kind of clapping, kind of looking, kind of like what's going on. And I walk in, there's a waitress and a couple other people standing right there. The woman, there's this angel. She's like, congratulations, I saw you paid for your tab with a MasterCard, and we're surprising MasterCard holders with World Series tickets. Congratulations, you just won 2 tickets to the World Series. And I'm just like, what? What? Like, what? No. And I start crying, and I think like Jimmy Kimmel's gonna come out on some prank show or something, you know? It's like, where's the cameras? Haha. I get it, you know, like that's messed up. You have no idea what I've been through. Obsessing on trying to figure out how to get to the game, and out of nowhere, gives me 2 tickets to the World Series. At that point, there were still like $1,000, so she's handing me $2,000, and I can't believe it. I break down. I'm like sobbing on my mom's shoulder. People are clapping. There's high fives everywhere. You know, it was an insane scene. It's all a blur. We went to the game. We had an amazing time. The Dodgers won. It's just an insane story. I can't believe it. I just can't. Like my wife says, I literally just can't right now. So I just want to share that story and say thank you. They didn't ask me to do this. All they asked was for a picture with the card and the tickets and my mom. I think it's crazy. I told to a few people at the game and they just couldn't believe it themselves. Like I was getting hugs and high fives and people were like jumping up and down when I told them. We all wanted to be there. We all wanted to go, and for me to go under these circumstances is just insane and so epic, and I couldn't be more thankful to the waitress, to everyone involved. Like, man, it was insane. Go Dodgers.